Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 3 of our new D&D game. I think 3 weeks we can still call it new. The Heart of the Queens. This is a high-level game. These characters are level 16, and they have been fighting some epic monsters. So before I get into the rest of it, let's just point out in the panels below, you can find out more information on the games we play, about our social media, the amazing artists which you can see with the art of Valistay right up there right now, looking real swish. So yeah, check that out. We've also like to thank our friends at Wonders and Blunders for letting Agent play with us and just being awesome, making an amazing podcast, which he will tell you more about in a second. So I'll introduce you to all these lovely players, starting with, spoiler alert, Reese playing Felix O'Farrell.
Hey, my name's Reese. I'm playing the lovable rogue assassin Felix O'Farrell, and I am also a host on Nerds of the West. We play board games and video games and stuff on our Twitch channel. We're also on YouTube, so if that interests you, go follow us at the end of the stream. Not now, at the end of the stream. Right now we're playing D&D, so don't leave at all. But yeah, that's pretty much me. So.
All right. Next along, we have Agent Number 1 playing Dominic.
Hello. I'm Agent Number 1. You can find me often here on Roll for Damage, where I'm playing on Heart of the Plains, also the Empires of Darkness campaign on Mondays. And if you stay tuned later tonight / tomorrow morning, if you're in Australia world, I'll be DMing a campaign in like 7 hours after this one. Brand new campaign called the Ruffians that you can find out more below. Real exciting day. I'm going to die in this campaign tonight, so I'll have all the time in the world.
Yeah, it gives you a lot more time, doesn't it? Do you want to give us a quick rundown of what that campaign's about before we get into it, just so we can have the people know?
It is a more naval military themed, I guess, campaign. It's about a bunch of people show up in a town to just like cause as much calamity as they can in that town before an army shows up. That's their whole mission. They get to run amok in the town, do whatever they want. They are almost all pirates. It should be really fun swashbuckling adventure with a little dark twist on it, I think.
Okay. All right. Next along, we have Tig, played by Shrogril.
Hello, everybody. I'm Shrogril. I will be playing your lovable, dumb barbarian, Tig, who is here to play. So let's hope that she continues to play after this episode. She really likes to play.
Fair enough. And lastly, we have Valistay, played by Josh the Pirate.
Greetings, guys. How are we all? I'm Josh the Pirate. I'm playing Valistay, the bard, with a little bit, just a wee dribble of warlock in there as well. You can also find me and my vocal talents over on There Be Dragons at therebedragonscast.com, where I play the lovable half-elf ranger Skern Felthbar and his little dragon, Hrosh. Have a listen to that one. I can also highly recommend the Nerds of the West and the Wonders and Blunders crew myself. I listen to both because I just need stuff to do while I play Warhammer Total War 2. Good to see you guys. I'm looking forward to living because fuck these guys. If this goes sideways, I'm running.
That's totally fair.
I love the.
There is no problem with running.
It's wunderbar. But yes, this is a big dragon and a big problem they found themselves in. So to do the recap, we will get Reese.
Okay. So to recap last session, let me open up my notes here. So we essentially Dom had a one-on-one fight with a god, Keranos. Did I get that right?
Kernanos.
There we go. Sorry. which Dom survived just. And we have been tasked with hunting down a dragon. So after getting lost in the Feywild for a while, we managed to enter where the area where the dragon resides. We met a Kenku called Book, and he's helped us immensely finding this dragon. We also discovered that my rapier, Storm's Caress, has another special ability, which is pretty cool and allows me to shoot a lightning bolt, and I can teleport any point along that lightning bolt, which is sick. It's like a railgun teleporter type thing, so I'm pretty keen to try that out. And then we found the dragon, and now we're fighting a dragon. So that's where we are.
How well is that going for you guys?
Not good,
Not well.
to be perfectly honest.
We're one round in. It is going officially bad.
Mainly.
We've all not hit it except Tig. Yeah.
Yeah, she has a strong arm. Right, so you guys spent a large part of the week going over a plan. Does anyone want to share that with the audience so they can see how this actually unfolds, or you just want to just let it go, make it up as it goes along, and they can figure it out?
I think they deserve to know.
Yeah.
Just so they can see how far we deviate from it.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, exactly.
Who wants to tell the plan?
Sure.
Oh,
You were the one who
Jesus.
nailed it all down.
You're the master plan. Tig,
I love
Tig
that
is our master
Tig-
plan.
Tig
Shrome
is
is
the
a
master
planet.
planet.
Tig is an instinct follower. Okay, we are just so you guys are aware. Okay, Tig is
Yep.
not this smart. So effectively, the plan is that we get Book, who is not in the fight, to try and contact Kernanos to say, "Hey, come here. We're fighting the dragon. We kind of need your help." And we're going to see if we can get Dominic to use his bow, or rather the bowstring, which I'm not sure if anyone is aware of this, but it's actually made out of light, like sunlight. So we're going to get him to go way up in the sky and shine it down as a temporary sun, ta-da, and try to scare away any of the shadows that are on this dragon, because I don't believe this is actually a shadow dragon. So we're going to see if that can help us out. Tig's going to try and draw the Feywild into the Borderlands, because last episode, if you were with us, when we passed through the zone, basically, Tig managed to bring some of it with her by accident. So we're going to try and bring that in. And then after that, we're pretty much going to turn someone into a T-Rex.
Yeah, we
Have
are.
some fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plan, it's also worth noting, the plan began with the T-Rex and evolved after that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The T-Rex
It
is the
did-
end point, but it's where we started.
It did start with pretty much going, my
Maybe a
book
crab.
says I can turn someone into a T-Rex.
Yeah.
But I want to be a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
The problem is, Valiste would love to be a fucking T-Rex. The problem is, the one person he can't turn into a T-Rex is him. He has to concentrate on that.
Well, you can maintain concentration.
Apparently, I just don't know if you can maintain concentration on the spell that you've cast on your own self.
Just turn yourself into a T-Rex and just
I
be
mean,
like, "Well, I'm
can-
done for the battle."
What
Like,
I
that's-
would want to do is have Void's Call as one of my teeth, because all of your equipment
Shadow tooth.
gets melded into you when you turn.
Clever.
So maybe have a tiny T-Rex arm claw as the blade. So I come along and just nibble at him.
Okay. So, guys, when we left off, you had just done the first round. The dragon had one last thing to do
Good.
before it went to everyone else's turn. So, the shadow dragon, the big boy, will use its ability now that it's right in the middle of you, which probably should have been done right on the first turn, but we'll do it now. Frightening Presence as we start this session off. So let me drag you all down to there. We can get the battle map up. Please, producer Veg.
Thank you.
Each creature of the dragon's choice, so all of you, everything that's not it, those within 120 feet of it and aware of it must succeed on a DC 19 wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. If you succeed, you can't be targeted by a frightening presence for the next 24 hours. So,
I think I can be frightened.
Don't do me like this.
I mean,
So-
if anybody, it's Tig.
I'm guessing you want wisdom saving throws for
From
those of us who can be frightened.
I'm going to use my hero point at the very beginning because I can only pass this roll on a natural 20.
Well, why don't you try to roll the natural 20? No, my bad. You do it.
No, I want to pass it. I do not want disadvantage for the rest of this battle.
Okay, so Reese fails. Or sorry, Felix fails. Reese is fine. He's happy with this.
So let's see an 18 plus. Come on.
All right.
No, pair of 11s. There we go. I
Valiste
also fail.
fails.
Snake eyes.
Now, can
What
you
a
prove
shock.
that Tig is immune to fear?
That's what I'm looking for right now. Rage shouldn't affect it, should it?
Can both make a roll.
Unless your rage says.
Because I am currently raging.
Book
Not
says-
rage.
I'm fucking outie, boys. With a natural 1.
Oh,
Look, no!
Oh,
Damn.
no, look.
The problem is he's running directly away from the border between the Feywild and the Shadow Plane
Yeah.
when he starts running.
I can't seem to find it anywhere, so I'll roll for it because I can't find it. What was it? A
Are you
wisdom
gonna roll
saving
for
throw?
it, or are you going to use your hero point like Agent did?
I'm right next to it. So
Yes, and it will make you be able to move no closer, and technically it's in range of you with its reach, but not in range of it.
How long does this last for?
A minute.
1
minute.
10
10
rounds.
rounds.
Minute.
Get disadvantage
get to
on all
re-roll?
attack rolls.
yeah, at the end of your turn.
And every turn. But
Fuck
you've
off.
seen how
dear.
much damage it does. It could kill you in 1 round.
Yeah, I'll spend my hero point to pass that.
Okay. We've got 2 people using their hero points. 2 people not. 2 people that didn't failed.
Yes.
Not unsurprising. It was a high DC.
Yes.
So
I don't know if any of us have particularly high wisdoms.
I have
adds-
-1.
So we open the scene to this. It lowers its head down and roars out. As its mouth opens, you see this glowing blue light that just shines across you, and you feel this terror in the depths of your soul. You are going to die here. 2 of you steel yourselves against it. 2 of you do not. And under the effects of
Still feel
fear.
like we're going to die here.
If anything, the sensation of about to die here has just gotten worse.
Yeah, I feel like you might have already been there. But that does mean it's the next person's turn. Valiste, technically you can reach it if you want to make attacks.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is not move any closer to it. And you have disadvantage on attacks, I believe.
Yeah.
Player's handbook isn't in front of me.
I'm going to use Counter Charm as an action, giving anybody within 30 feet of me advantage on saving throws against being frightened. It was my plan to do this turn anyway. I just thought you were done, so I would have advantage when I made that initial save. Now it's just making the saves to not be frightened anymore. So I get 2 chances to not pass. Great. That's one thing. And then the other thing, because let's be honest, I'm probably not going to hit it now. I am going to cast Synaptic Static on it.
Okay, please explain what that does or link it to the chat. Or do both.
Well,
Usually just click it and it comes up in the chat.
Sure,
and you
let's
can
do that.
Read it out from there.
it's a 5th level spell.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. And it's that.
Fuck, mate. Okay, I'll read it if you want.
Oh, that's raised dead. That's not what I clicked on.
I was like, you return a
Okay.
dead creature, do you touch
I mean,
the blood?
it's
Dragon
very
is back
useful.
alive.
There you go.
All right. You choose a point within range and cause psychic energy to explode there. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make an intelligence saving throw. Creature intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be affected. Targeted, 8d6 psychic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful. Target has been muddled for 1 minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as its constitution saving throw to maintain concentration. Target can make intelligence saving throw. Okay, that's
it's like
quite
a super
good.
bane.
Yeah. And it doesn't require roll to hit, which is excellent right now. I'm aiming for, let's be honest, the dead center of the dragon and nothing else.
Yep. So I'll say you've aimed it so it doesn't hit anything else.
Yeah.
It has no special magical resistance, but it will use a legendary resistance to not be muddled.
Go.
So roll your 8d6 damage anyway. It's going to take half of that.
I need that. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
That's
That's a
pretty
16.
good.
16 points.
That's the first 16 damage I've done.
Cool.
1 legendary resistance
counts.
down.
Yep. Every little bit helps. Anything else you would like to do in your turn? You like to yell out anything, say anything?
I shout at Book, who's about to book it. I go, Book, call Kurdanos, mate. Tell him we need him here stat. We've got the dragon, but we can't keep it here long.
You don't get a response so much as just a cawing over its shoulder as it's fucking just legging it away from the dragon.
Fair.
All right.
I don't want to move.
Are you sure? Dominic's turn.
Pretty fucking confident, mate.
No, this is bad. This is real bad.
You still got black flame clinging to your clothing as it sort of dims out as you start your turn.
During this Dragon's Breath, I've lost concentration on the previous fly spell, taking a huge hit of damage. So Dominic just kind of looks up to the sky, shrugs, kind of clicks his boots together and leaps into the air, casting fly on myself now. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to move 60 feet straight up. And I guess I'll also, as a bonus action, cast Second Wind.
Cast Second Wind. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Take your D10 plus level hit points. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's not bad. All right. So you fly up there. Do you want to say or do anything? You guys going to yell to each other about how fucked this is, or just you're like nope and just leave, just up and away.
Trying to get better positioning.
Okay. Cool. Next up is Tig. Felix, you're on deck afterwards.
Yep.
Tig. All right. I'm actually gonna. How close am I to this dragon? I thought it was a bit closer than that.
Nope. That's where it ended last session.
Okay. No worries.
Back and then breathing everyone.
Oh, that's right. It moved back. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna call to Felix and Dominic. Help Tig bring Feywild! And I'm gonna actually, I'm not sure how I would need to roll for this, but I would like to try and bring the Feywild into this zone with their help.
Okay, so what you want to do is, as a bonus action, you're going to start making wisdom checks.
Yeah.
And you have to hit a DC to start influencing the Borderlands. You are quite far from it right now, so you know that the closer you get, the easier it's going to get. You kind of just get that instinctual feeling inside you. So you still get to move and attack, but on your bonus action, wisdom save.
Okay. Well, in that case, first of all, I'll make my movement and attack. And whoop, move all the way up to it. Can I try to jump up onto its back?
You can fly, so probably.
All right, yeah, I can fly. In that case, never mind moving forward. I'm just going to fly.
So it was Valise cast fly on Tig, yes?
No, book cast fly on Tig.
Book cast fly on Tig.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
No problem.
So yeah.
So you,
Oh,
as a movement,
sorry, at the end of my
faster.
turn, I need to make that save again.
You do.
I do apologize.
So does
there.
Dominic.
Yeah.
No, Dominic passed. Sorry.
Dom auto passed.
Make it pass
Let's
I ran
see
away
me.
anyway. I just...
So you fail again.
Oh, for
unfortunately.
fuck's sake.
All right. So
I mean,
Tig,
it's
as
good
your-
I'm getting these rolls out now.
as your movement, I'll allow you to reach to like its shoulder, not quite on its back, but you can get to its shoulder. This
Right.
long, sinuous neck is right by you. Thick
Awesome.
armored plating along the back and throat.
Great. I would like to try to attack its spine.
Oh, okay. Go for it. Make a beam up.
Image up. And I am raging. Rage. 23.
I think that hits as soon as I open my sheet again.
As I recall, it's exactly what you need.
That's what I did last time.
Actually,
24.
it was.
I'm gonna use my booster.
Yeah.
Go, go for
Even
it.
if I roll a 1, I still make it.
Cool.
3.
Yeah, you hit. It is indeed 24. You did know last time, so I don't mind telling you again. So you chop down on its neck with arm, doing a total of 28 damage.
Oof.
And I will now do my roll for bringing the Feywild in.
You know you get an extra attack, right, as an action?
You're right, I do. Also, I'd like to use my nat 20 on bringing the Feywild in.
It's a great face.
I mean,
Let's just roll. No, never mind. It's okay though, because I have an extra. I have...
We're just no one's rolling above a bloody
you-
10, are they?
Using you're recklessly attacking with this, right? With advantage
be.
for everything, Sarah?
Yes.
Okay, you still
Sure,
miss.
sure.
Just need to know.
I've got +1 to attack
From what? What?
from last
Okay.
session.
from last session.
It applies session by session for
Okay.
the platinum points, by the way.
Oh,
So,
bugger. Oh well.
yep. So you've chopped down once, and you bring up your clawed fingertips to do it again, and it sort of twists around. You feel them skitter off the armored plates on the spine, and it sort of bucks and moves. Now you instantly pass your freaking save. Well, 20, the nat 20, right? So, what is your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom modifier is 1.
Okay.
Other than a negative.
You feel as the branches that are making their way out of your shoulder and around your neck to make that crown of like almost branchy antlers, you feel like it's almost like this invisible threads connecting from the Feywild and wrapping around. You feel this like slight tug as you haven't got enough force to bring it to you. So it's started to bubble inwards, and you're almost getting that reflexive pull back. So it's only because you're holding onto the dragon that you're not being wrenched through the air. But it has started.
Oh, okay,
Ooh.
that's cool. All right.
At 20. All right. Next up, we have
3 more of those.
Felix.
Alrighty. Well, Felix is currently frightened, and he's noticing Book's about to book it, as Josh said. So I'm going to run 30 feet and use my my cunning action to use a bonus action to dash to reach Book.
Okay. As you move, it is going to make an attack of opportunity with its claw. Back claw tries to kick out at you. Does 18 hit?
I will use my defensive duelist, which is my reaction, to add my proficiency bonus to my AC, making my AC 22.
Okay. So you do not get hit. So it kicks out. As you diving past, you flick the rapier out and use its flex to springboard you further towards Book, rolling, coming up, and just running very quickly. Going up next to him before he's like little feathered arms are like pulling himself through brambles as he's trying to get out of this bit of forest he's in.
I would like to grapple Book to stop him from running.
No,
Sure.
it's a baby.
and then feed it to my blade.
So that's
Nope.
my athletics
It's-
check.
As you're coming out, I'm just like, fuck it. Like, no. No. All right. 12. Now, I will check in a second. The usual 20.
Guys, I think we're not the good guys.
I don't know. I'm not so sure anymore.
You guys have never been, Agent's never been the good guy.
I've never been. Yeah.
Let's have a look at his strength. -2. You successfully grapple him.
Oh, good. All right. And then I'm just like, Book, we need you to contact Carlos. Don't run away.
Yeah. No.
And then
That's all you get.
So now it's the end. I have to make the wisdom saving throw.
So you and you can I think you're outside the range now though of
Yes.
Valistay, unfortunately. So
Yeah, but he was in the range when I cast it.
is it just has to be in the range at time of casting or when he tries to make the save?
I will find the wording, but I believe it was when it happened. As an action performed during the time you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet that can hear you gain. Yeah, no. That would seem to indicate no, but I would have thought it was the charm.
I'll allow it for this
Like-
once because it that can hear you when you used it, so go for it.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's not much out of 30 feet.
No, he's like literally 5 feet.
Oh, does a 20 make it?
No. Do you have a booster?
What? I
Yeah.
don't believe I do.
Oh,
I think-
wow. You have a
do you
plus
have
8.
any
DC
of the
19.
do you have any of the is it? I might be
Oh,
mistaken. Please tell me.
I-
I've got a 1d4.
There's a DC 19. You have
Yes!
passed.
Ah.
I was mistaken. I was going.
No!
I didn't want to query it because I'm like, I didn't want to. I may have looked this up.
No, you were right. DC 19. So as you get there and start shaking him, you feel your fear recede under the watchful gaze of Valistay, who seems to be, while still scared, holding his ground right in front of this menacing beast.
He's got some balls on him, the boy does.
Yeah.
So, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, enter.
Okay. The dragon is going to take one of its legendary actions
Good.
to make a tail attack at Valistay.
Good.
It'll be fine.
Because I haven't got one for the tail, but just the claw. Does a 16 hit?
Nope.
Nope.
Probably.
Fine.
Hang on. Yes.
Okay.
Aw.
So as you're
Hang
sitting
on.
there and you
I might just see about that though. I cast shield as a reaction.
okay. So as you are, and you also got haste giving you +2 to your AC, I believe, right?
Does haste do that?
I believe it gives you extra AC or is it extra Dex. I can check my player's handbook unless someone wants to look it up.
Do. Hang on, I'll have it. Let me just because if haste does
Everyone
in fact
quickly
give me a
scrambles for the
+2,
books.
then it bumps me up.
Gains a +2 bonus to AC, has advantage on dex saving throws,
There you
and
go.
gains an additional action.
In
on
which
each
case,
of its
no, I don't
turns.
need to cast that spell because no, I
Okay.
do because it's 16 equals beats. So I will be casting shield.
Yep. So, with your like swifter mind and body under the haste spell, you sort of throw your hand up and you watch him as he like drags this shadowy shield into play above him, and the dragon swings its tail down, hits it, absorbs the shield, but in that moment of not being able to see him, misses. The
Nice.
shield is sort of like into its tail.
Oh.
Right. He's not happy, but it's now his turn, so I guess that doesn't matter. Who should he kill? Let's see. Right. He is going to step forward. Dominic's in the air, is that correct?
Mhm.
And Tig is on its back.
And not where she is on the map.
Yeah, I'll move that in just a sec. Let me just check how far this thing can move. Okay. Right. It is going to make a tail attack, whipping up and trying to smack Tig off the back. It is going to step forward and swipe at Valistay for taking into the air to bite at the flying man above him. So, 1, Valistay, 20 to hit.
I want to be clear. You said it absorbed the shield. Can it do that?
I mean,
Or is
you'd
that
only
just
go
flavor?
Flavor. You'd only go to 18, correct? With shield.
Well, I have a shield makes it a +5 to my 16, so 21.
Oh, +5, 21. Okay, cool. So, as it's sort of like swung down at you, that sort of like shadowy essence tries to like reform, and it doesn't so much stop it as you watch as it sort of pushes down, and the 2 claws scrape down either side of your body. Think that terrible Godzilla movie, where it just sort of steps down. But yeah, it just sort of scrapes down and pulls back. There's 2 big gouges in this dark volcanic dirt next to you, and you're just still there, safe.
Still breathing. Still
Tig.
fucking terrified.
As it's leaning up to pounce into the air, one of the claws comes up to the neck as the tail sort of swings up to try and like just dislodge you.
Okay. What did it?
Does 24 hit?
Yes.
Cool. You take 21 points of slashing damage because you weren't technically grappling, so it just sort of like rips you off the neck and you thud to the floor, taking 21 damage.
She's flying.
Yeah, I know. But she's like sort of trying to get on the neck, so she just gets not on him now. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So 21
and then
halved.
It flies up 20 feet, I believe, because how far in the air are you? 60 feet there,
60.
Dom? Yep.
Yeah.
So because it's 50 feet tall, it flies up 20 feet, so its eyes are right in front of you, and there's whoosh, tries to bite at you.
Attack of opportunity from Tig.
Yeah.
Yes,
And Valistay.
please.
Valistay is used as a reaction to shield, unfortunately.
That's true.
I'm
Does
being
21
mean on
hit
it.
you?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
28.
Loving that 28.
28 will hit. Jesus, 34 damage. Right. Cool.
Tig is angry.
Calm the fuck down, Tig.
Can I use that
No.
to stab in rather than just slash? I'd like to sort of, anchor myself to its leg.
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
not.
Bugger.
So take 34, that's 35, 34 damage. Right. Unfortunately, Dominus, you have a way to stop this. You take 60 points of damage, 44 being piercing, 16 being necrotic.
Cool. I am below 0.
Now, cool. So we haven't had this happen yet, I don't believe. So we're not doing unconscious sort of the standard way. As long as everyone, we had discussed this before the game, but we'll just reiterate. And we can decide against it now if everyone is off the table with that. But it's meant to be, you don't go straight unconscious. You still make death saving throws. And every time you hit while below 0, you start taking critical effects. And the 3 fails still kills you. It's just you get to move while as opposed to being unconscious, unless you're fucking just knocked out and stunned. Do you still
Speaking
want that
of
to be the
moving
case?
while being unconscious, can you please roll 66 fall damage?
I mean,
Yes.
As I
Well-
failed my constitution.
Oh, you failed your constitution save, I see.
well, you would have.
Yeah.
Yes. I was
DC
like, but
30.
why? Okay. Roll. Roll. Right. So that's 1 instant fail as you just on the ground. So I believe is every time you're attacked, every time you take damage while below 0. Feel
Every
free
time
to
you
type
take
that in
damage,
chat.
sure.
Cool. So you're at 1 failed save right now. Right. Cool. This is
And so,
ripped
sorry,
you
am
out
I
there.
unconscious or am I critical?
No,
tabled?
no. You're critical tabled. You are awake, but not feeling particularly good. You land on your shoulder. Roll me a d10.
Here we go.
Don't worry, man. I got you.
It becomes the
8.
next person to only have 1 arm.
And you got his soul.
Cool.
Dusty just dips the blade in. Like, ah, you're pretty much dead anyway.
Yeah. This'll
With a
keep
loud snap,
Oh,
arm and collarbone are shattered and hang limply at your side. You're
Cool.
dribbling blood on the ground as bone has exited the flesh.
Yeah.
You need either 6 weeks of natural healing or be to repair to full through magical. but until it is repaired, you count as only having a single arm. Now, you can burn a hero point if you want to remove that effect all the way off, even the failed death save. You just go to, you're still at 0. You can pass more.
I'm gonna keep for now. I'm gonna save that for when I really need it.
Cool. So just bang, crack. You all just watch this thud as he hits the floor, and it does not look good. His body doesn't bounce so much, but you watch his head sort of ragdoll about against the ground. Right. Cool.
No.
Who's next?
Eek.
Is it me?
It is you, Valistade.
I'm not showing a turn order other than the dragon. I don't know if that's important.
I have it up and it shows you,
Okay.
so that's there.
So my first action
Technically, you're here actually.
is to turn Dominic into a T-Rex with presumably one slightly limp arm.
Oh no, not a T-Rex broken arm.
I've made him no less dangerous.
I hate to be that guy, but I don't think you can, because if Dom's at 0 hit points, I don't think the spell works.
Dominic,
I don't
use
know
your
if it'll
heal.
be in the book because the rule isn't in the book.
Yeah. I'll.
Yep.
So polymorph, you can't cast on a creature with 0 hit points.
All right.
I'll say that he is 2 damage to take the spell until he at least regains 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Very well.
I'm
Then
gonna
I
use
guess
my
I'll
heal
heal
as soon
him a
as I
bit
can.
maybe first. Problem is, I can't cast 2 spells in a single turn.
You can talk to each other in your turns to formulate a plan.
Ow!
Thank you for your input, Dom.
Taking minutes.
Blood.
Yeah.
Blood.
I have 2 options here. One is Regeneration, which is a 7th level spell, or Healing Word, which is a 1st level spell.
And you can up that as well.
Both will get you above 1 hit point.
One will
It's how
give me my
much
arms
more
back.
than 1 hit point do you want to be? Presumably quite a lot. But neither will get you there very quickly. Like Regeneration is a cumulative thing.
I vote whatever mends his arm quicker.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know which one will. Like, would like you say, magical healing will work, but it's
We're back. Sorry about that. The internet decided that fuck Australia, because that's our lot in life in Australia. So we all crashed. Anyway, well, one of us crashed. We all went down.
The most
So
important
anyways,
one. Crash.
The most important one, the guy actually streaming crashed. Was
God damn internet gremlins.
Yes. So I missed something. Someone was like, if Nova allows, but I just reloaded my chat. That's all I can see. If Nova allows that, I'll give it that 20. So I don't know what that is. Type it in. I'll have
I
a look.
wanted a wish spell.
Wait, what?
I think someone wanted to buy a wish spell with their platinum or something.
Yeah, I'm a pass. I'm sorry.
We appreciate the thought, though. That's
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's real nice and all, but no. Okay, so it was Valistay's turn. Dom had just been smashed to the ground.
Mhm.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I believe I've already cast the Hexblade's Curse. I am going to, with one action, I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the dragon. I'm going to say some very unpleasant things about its parental situation.
In the Australian voice.
Strongly worded email.
Hi, hey, Shadow Prick. You run about as well as the internet does in Australia. Ha! And it has to make a wisdom save.
It cocks its head at you, really confused, as it makes its wisdom save. Does 13 succeed? Josh, am I frozen?
No.
No.
No. What did you say? No.
Does
No, it
13
might have been.
succeed?
What?
13. You rolled a 13 on a wisdom save.
Wow. No, it does not.
Okay.
Could you use legendary resistance for that? That biting remark.
No, it's so shocked and trying to figure out what an internet is. Let's just
Look, there is that. I'll point.
There's layers to unpack here. Where's Australia? What's an internet?
So, it takes 1d4 psychic damage and has disadvantage on its next attack roll. You're welcome, guys.
You're level 16, so it takes 3d4 damage.
Oh, there you go. Even
Nice.
better.
All right,
Let's
roll
roll
your
in
3d4.
bones.
Dim bones and bones.
Oh, I have an
Hey.
advantage roll. Excellent.
I'll
Someone hates us.
I'll take 9.
Alrighty. So,
How did you do that?
So that's my action. It has. Where is it in relation to me?
right
it's-
next to you.
Oh,
Like
is
it's
I thought it was in the
about
air.
20 feet above the ground.
Sure.
So you could like reach up and just hit it with the end of your scythe sort of thing, but you couldn't actually like punch it or touch it. Not that you want to.
Do that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to. Can I, without getting any further away from it, but without getting any closer to it, can I circle around?
I'm going to allow this.
Okay. I want to be not in. Basically, I'm trying to spread us all out so we're not like if it tries to breathe on us again, it can't get more than 2 of us.
Okay, so you want to get to like the other side of it, kind of?
I just want to back around, sort of here-ish.
Yep. Technically,
Well,
you could be 1 square closer or 1 square
yeah.
more along. But yep.
There, like that. Would
Yep.
be my attempt, given that I can walk underneath it at the moment, and then I hold my my second action, which is my haste action, to cast polymorph on Dom as soon as at the end of his turn.
Now, I believe a hasted action can it be a single attack or a move? I'm going to double check. But I'd allow you to bump that up with the spending of a hero point to a spell. But let me have a look. Because I could be completely wrong.
I
I'm
think you're correct.
known to be wrong.
Love it if you were wrong, because otherwise I'm going to have to take back my vicious mockery, because that was the main. I was just looking for something else to do with my turn.
You can attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
That's lame.
Like I said, you can use hero point, spend it, not burn it, to do it. I'll later bump it up a little bit, but it's not a huge ask to be able to get the extra spell off.
Yeah,
Or you can hold that and take back your vicious mockery.
I'll take back the vicious mockery. It's only 9 damage, and I don't think disadvantage on its attack rolls is going to make much of a difference. Then I hold my action. Look. If I can only make an attack as my action, as my hasted action, why not? I'll try and hit it. I'll probably miss, but
As you run underneath it, you're like jumping and swinging. All right, just make an attack roll.
Yeah.
Make it a disadvantage.
It is. Yeah.
Cool.
Because I'm frightened.
Oh yeah. Cool. Yep, roll it.
Wait,
14. So jump,
Yeah.
swing.
Critical fail.
Nat
Miss.
1. Mother.
Yeah, I know.
fucker.
But you just keep on running. Like you're not really worried about the swing. You're just like, fuck you as you jumped, but you weren't
Yeah.
really looking at what you were doing.
It
You
wasn't
don't
my
feel
intention.
anything, just keep
Yeah.
going.
Um,
Tig, as you watch him like swing the blade once again, just while you're underneath it on the floor, you're looking up, you see that blade come out, and you just see this this magic man sort of inside, like reaching towards that tear in reality that blade is. Only seems to happen as he's swinging it, as it like focuses into this like lethal energy. Does that man appear? Anyways, next person, Dominic.
I'm making my wisdom save to not be scared.
Go
anymore
for
as well. Yeah, this will go well.
I'm gonna spend half my movement getting back up on my feet. As Dominic looks down to his shoulder and collarbone and kind of.
Oh my
goes,
fucking
"Oh,
God."
that's- this is not a good sign at all. And I'm gonna use my healing, my 25% healing, to just kind of pop my shoulder, the bone, a little bit back into place. Still very injured. but it's going to heal me up for 33, up from my -7.
You can't be below 0. Or at least, unless you played things differently, I didn't think you could be below 0.
No, he can't be below 0, so you go straight to 33.
Oh, cool. So I go up to 33. Sweet.
Yep.
I'll take it.
More hit points.
Not gonna complain. And then, I mean, realizing that, the fly spell is broken, and Dom kind of goes to draw the bow and realizes like he can't do it with a broken arm. So I'm just going to take the beam of light around it and start wrapping it around the gauntlet on my arm, and saying kind of a bit of a silent prayer to myself of just, well, Helios or Saronic or fucking whoever is left here at this point could really use a little bit of sun in this plane right now. And I'm gonna use my action to focus whatever I can into this beam to try and bring as much light as I can into the shadow plane.
Okay, so what you're going to do is effectively cast like an Eldritch Blast into it. You're powering it with a cantrip because you have no spell slots left, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So you sit there, and as you go to grab it, and you realize that, like, while you can't draw it, that light still appears, and you grab it and hold it, and you try to draw that string out, and it just slowly, as you start coiling it, it starts moving off its own accord and wrapping around all the way to the shoulder. You feel a slight pressure as it squeezes, and it sort of sets your arm. You have a usable, you couldn't like pull the bowstring because you can't take the bowstring off to do it, but while it's on, you have a functional arm. That big glowing light that comes off it, you are effectively a miniature sun on the ground. The more power that can be poured into it, and you just notice, like, sort of instinctively, the more just pure, raw, arcane, or divine power you can get forced into that, the brighter that sun is going to be until it will become a true sun on your arm.
Okay.
Also, mechanically, you punch with the force of your Eldritch Blast now.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So extra attack as you just, like, punch the shit out of stuff. Anyways, yes. Do me one last favor. Make a wisdom check.
Oh, here we go. Sorry. Rolled it twice.
All right, cool.
9.
Next along. Do you want to do the thing you were doing there? You were saving an action, Valiste.
Yeah. Can I shout? Can I get a go? No go.
You can respond.
Go.
All right.
Dom's not really sure what you're talking about.
Oh no.
Right.
Well, I don't know. I've also asked in the chat, like, yes or no.
I think you got it. Yes. So, yeah, cool.
Okay, cool. I turn him into a T-Rex.
All right. What do you say is your somatic component as you're doing this?
Roar.
I have no idea.
The internet has gone down. Here's a T-Rex.
In my experience, you fight bite with bite, and I sort of wave my hands in a meaningful and spell-like manner at you, and it's like every Disney transformation when you take a potion and you turn into something radically different. It's like one limb, another limb, a different limb, your head's like on the ground because your body can't support it, and then the rest of it's big enough, and you stand up and you roar like a T-Rex. Go.
As you stand up and roar into the sky, this beam of sunlight from your mouth, you guys can see that, like, deep in his throat somewhere is the glow, and it's like his teeth are silhouetted against it.
Fucking
Goddamn Godzilla!
Oh, yes, he is.
Active damage.
So, now, at seeing what's just happened, it's going to make its legendary action. 2. It's going to wing attack, I think. Yes. So, each creature within 15 feet of the dragon must succeed on a DC 23 Dexterity saving throw or take 15 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. Now, I feel like the T-Rex can have advantage because it's a fucking T-Rex.
Can I just draw attention to the
double
pair
ones.
of nat
Incredible.
ones? I'm using my fucking reroll because that is horseshit.
I have a question.
Yes.
Didn't you say the dragon flew up? Like
Yeah.
20
So it's pretty much only those like right next to
There
it.
you
It'd be
go.
actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it'd only be Tig and the T-Rex. Really, that can get hit
So-
by it.
What's
You're
the
underneath it, 20 feet up, whoosh, hits the top half of you.
So, hang on.
Okay.
You can have your reroll back.
Oh, jolly good. Thank you. Very kind.
T-Rex on the map.
That is the third nat 1 in a row, by the way. I just want to bring that in.
Make your roll again. I said you could have advantage there, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Sorry. 20 plus 0.
Yes.
15.
15. All right. So you don't succeed, but you're too big to really have any sort of real effect. What happens is you kind of just plonk down on your ass, like tail out, legs forward, toes in the air, just like a bit shocked that this wind has hit you. Yeah. Yeah. Low growl in the chest that still like reverberates the air, and the dragon is going to, you see it start like coming down, and its turn's going to land. It's like square off with this big old lizard. But
Guys, I can do it again. Should I? Tig,
More
Tig,
T-Rexes.
how do we feel?
Tig's turn.
I can only maintain one at once.
Tig's
And
turn.
Tig into Mothra.
Giant moth, maybe.
Well, I'm prone, so I'll spend half my action to not be prone. Actually, no, never mind. I'm just going to fly up and around because I can do that. I'm actually going to fly straight up and try and punch it in the chin.
Okay. You can only move half speed right now because you have this pull on your back. Like as you've been slowly edging across the dirt, but as soon as you lift off the ground, you feel this yank and you move back like 20 feet before you force your way forward and grab the back of the dragon and start hitting it. So you can reach like its tail, back legs, hips sort of area.
Okay, I will go for its hip.
Yep.
Okay.
Make your attacks. You got 2 of them.
Boop.
Sweet.
Come on, I did the boop.
It takes
28
28 hits.
and 21. You know what?
21.
I'll use my D4 on that.
You can't. I believe they're just for saving throws.
Oh, they are. You're right. My mistake. Sorry.
So you hit for 31 damage as you fly up and just pound straight into its hip, and you feel the scales sort of like crack, and you just get this like soft feeling of flesh under the scales. So 31.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, you're now up there. Is there anything else you want to do? Like maybe make another wisdom check to pull the Feywild this way?
Yes, I would like to do that. And also, as a free action, use my 50% heal.
Oh, cool. Go for it.
Right. 17.
17, so that's to add to your 21. Cool. All right. The feeling of the pull on you lessens, but the feeling that something's wrapped around your branches intensifies. Like right now you can feel like the pure essence of nature just infusing these branches, which also assists your healing. Take that 50%.
Yay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nova, I have a question, right?
Yeah.
What did Book do?
Book closed his eyes.
Okay, you're right. Good.
Dragon can't see him. He can't see the dragon.
La 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 la.
All right,
Alright.
Felix.
Does Felix get the sense that if he lets go of Book's just gonna run? Like, is Book still trying to like?
Book could well be casting a spell.
Book looks up at you and goes, Kernanos? Yeah.
Okay, good.
Now he can go.
I will disengage the grapple.
Just fucking flees immediately, just feathers everywhere.
So I disengage the grapple, turn to the dragon, and move 30 feet and use my bonus action to dash so that I am underneath. I'm gonna do a fucking dumb thing.
Did you pass your check at some point?
Yes,
Okay,
I rolled
cool.
the 20.
Yeah.
I did not see. Oh, I did. Yep.
Yes.
I remember this
Yeah.
now.
The whole
We
thing
went
about
down.
you
It's been a
being
lot.
19. It
Yeah.
was.
Yep.
So I want to be directly under the dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna use my Storm Warden ability
Mhm.
to shoot a
Okay.
lightning bolt directly up.
At this point, I did say it was lowering down, so you can jump and thrust. As you thrust, you can zip upwards. So
Yep.
make a single attack roll as you do this to see if you actually like give it the stab.
So just
Your Storm's Caress attack roll.
Now,
See what you get.
he'd be moving at the speed of light there, so this is very much a Star Wars Episode 8 situation.
It really is. Do you have anything to increase that from 22 to a 24? The chat doesn't love you apparently.
not if you let maybe
thought
if
you
you
had
let
a
my
D4.
plus ones carry over from last session.
Nope. Okay. So,
It would just be lovely to see someone just be able to beat its not overly high AC, given that we have, like, we're quite good. It's just
does he
so
have-
rare
Okay,
that
you
it's
just got a
not big.
D4.
There
he's
you
got
go.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
saving
I don't
throw.
think he's got any plus ones that I can see. I'll get Veg to put it in our Zoom chat if he has this session, not last session. But
All right.
8d6 as you just zap through its core.
Awesome. Bear with me. I gotta figure out how to roll 8d6. Fuck.
Use the advanced dice roll on the
roller.
side. Little d20 symbol, scroll down, dice roll.
And then because it only goes up to 4.
At the bottom of that, there's advanced.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Do me a favor as well. Roll your sneak attack damage because Veggie just decided to grant you 2+1s.
Nice.
Thank you, Veggie. So there's 8d6.
Yep.
And then here's my sneak attack damage.
Oh, that was terrible.
That's
Yep.
what we want.
Do you have a reroll
Whoa.
to spend?
No.
2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1.
So that is 36 plus 34 for 70 damage.
Oof.
As
Damn.
you just
If
kind
you-
of watch
You balance
as
them out.
he thrusts upwards and then just disappears. This wet glowing hole just burnt around the edges appears in the bottom and the top of it. It's mostly the flesh is kind of seared closed, but the scales, these metallic scales, are glowing like red, white hot. And 120 feet in the air, you just get this image as Felix rematerializes.
Well, I can
looking down.
rematerialize anywhere along the line, right?
You can, but you never specified. Would you like to rematerialize somewhere else?
Yeah, I'd like to rematerialize right on his back.
Okay, cool. So
Sorry.
you sort of stop your legs over the hole you've made, and this lightning bolt just crackling off your back into the sky.
So cool.
Such a dumb idea, but oh fuck.
Love it.
Follow the Tig
Sweet
initiative.
while you were doing it.
So take 70 from that thing's health. Okay, its head sort of just like turns around to look at you as you've seared this hole through its core. It is looking straight at you, buddy. And I did forget to do this last turn, so I'll just do it now. Cool. Alrighty, that puts it at its turn. So before it gets to its turn, it's going to make a single swat with its tail at you. with its tail attack, which I hit the wrong button.
Oh,
Does 16 hit?
no, it doesn't.
Cool.
Has anybody seen Highlander?
Have you got a reroll by any chance?
Yeah. Right. So
Just quickening straight through the bastard.
yeah, what it does right now is it sort of flies up about 30 feet and then onto its back and just falls. So Felix is between it and the ground.
Come on and slam.
That.
And now Felix is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now you want to be in the hole, Felix.
So can I get a dexterity save from Tig firstly? Because you're getting flung about 60 feet off to the side right now. That's a
21.
fail.
That's a
Cool.
9. Oops.
So, Tig, roll me a d10 to choose direction as it's flipping up and its leg flings out and its hips fling out.
1.
Cool. You're going straight down.
Oh,
What are you
good.
told?
Can
So,
I? Never mind.
Maybe
I'll do
down here. I wouldn't put you any further because you'd be off the screen, I think.
Yeah.
Felix,
Yes.
what would you like to do? As you feel it, like you're on it, you're, oh shit, oh no, as you start tipping over.
I would
What's
like.
going through your head?
I'm
Mostly
hoping
dragon.
I'd be able to make a dexterity saving roll to maybe get off the dragon.
You won't be able to clear the edges of it, is the problem. It's too big.
Okay.
And as I said, the hole you made has been seared closed because it's lightning's hot.
Yep. Well, I guess.
Okay, so you just kind of want to try to not cling on, just like slip a little bit off.
Yeah, slip off as much as I get, as much as I can. Maybe like, somebody help me!
All right, you can take a dexterity save. You will not get any of your class features to try to like weasel your way out of this. It's just a straight dex save, and it's not an easy one.
Oh, jeez, dude, come on.
You can do it.
Nat 20!
That's what we want.
The Nat 20! We've never seen Reese celebrate so hard in his life.
No scoped. Get no scoped, dragon. Beautiful.
So
You
you slide down onto one of its like flicking legs, and you just sort of curl up, place your feet against the pad of its feet, and as it gets upside down, you just press and do this very graceful backflip and just land that 3-point superhero landing, weapon drawn, blade pointing out behind you, so you wasn't going to impale yourself, and just looking at it. Nice little flourish, you bring it around in front of you.
I imagine it's
Fucking
like when Legolas
No
is like
problem.
does that awkward CG jump down the fucking elephant
Yes.
in Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Place yourself
It's better than
anywhere around the dragon you wish to be as it stands back up. You can choose where you want to be after that sweet, sweet jump.
I would like to be behind the dragon. So what
Cool.
way is the dragon facing? Because I'd like to be the opposite.
Pretty much
side.
where it is now, so you can just stay completely still then, effectively on the map. You're still behind it.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll be here. I'll be here. That's where I'll be.
Okay, cool. That means it is now Valistay's turn. Yeah, I'll make that the full action. Valistay's turn.
Sick, man. All right. Well, it's it lying on its back.
No, you like got back up.
Okay.
That's why it was this whole
It
like
hasn't
turn
landed
action.
yet.
Blew up, landed, rolled up.
Okay. Good. So I am going to synaptic static the bastard again.
He really doesn't like you.
Yeah, look, the feeling is somewhat mutual. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, he's been rude, I would say.
All right. It's going to use its. It'll use the second legendary resistance to ignore that.
All right. So it takes some half damage.
Yep. Roll me the damage.
8d6.
Roll 4 damage. Yep.
Boop. I'll take
29.
it. That's not bad.
All right. So that goes down to 15.
13. Yeah. And then, because I love not managing shit, I'm going to roll an attack as well.
Have you passed your thing yet?
No, I'm still at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, so you're doing a ranged attack. I see. Okay.
Yeah, I'm right next to it. On the map, I'm right next to it.
Not on my map.
It
He
is
is
on
on
the map
mine.
I'm looking at.
Yeah, he's right next to it.
What is
Yeah.
going on? Valistay on mine has moved off, is about 20 feet away.
Ballister didn't move. He was in base contact with him.
I'm going to refresh my thing.
Dragon went up, dragon went down.
Dragon didn't physically
Yeah. So,
move.
so a couple turns ago, to me, he moved off to the side. I'm wondering if that's an issue. I'm just going to refresh my thing and check it out. So
Yeah,
just
no.
once. Yeah, no.
All the technical difficulties today.
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
You know, mate.
yeah, the dragon's not there at all.
Really? We're all seeing it.
That's where
Chat-
we all think
Chat
it
is
is.
seeing it.
Something's gone wrong because it should be.
Roll 20.
Yeah. So it should
I'm
be
gonna
at
make a jingle.
220 hit points, and it should be on my screen. I'll show you. I'll move it, see if it works. It was there,
Uh-huh.
and Felix was here.
Ah.
Right.
So I'll move it back.
Okay.
That's fine. Doesn't matter.
No,
much,
that's all right. I missed anyway.
because you were 20 feet away.
Well,
All right.
that I was like, yeah, fuck her, get bastard.
This dragon just seems to teleport willy-nilly.
Yeah. Oh, if only I could do something like that once.
All right. So Valistay misses.
I mean, Valistay, and I want this on record, hasn't rolled above a 13 yet.
You are a lucky man.
Nice.
Cool. It is now Dominic's turn then, unless you want to move or something there, Val.
No.
No? Okay.
No, I'm good.
Thomas
Can
goes
I give the T-Rex Bardic Inspiration
I'll allow it.
for a bonus action? It gets a D8. Or no, it's a D12, I believe, actually. There you go.
Cool.
There you go.
Domosaurus Rex.
Love it.
Your turn, buddy.
Good plan. Good plan. Like it.
So you rolled a 14, but you do get to add a d12 to that. Fucking hell. All
Yes,
right.
he does.
I miss you, but my will be done regardless, prick.
All right. 39 points of damage. I don't think it has resistance. I have to now open a sheet again because I refreshed. Please hold everyone. Here it is. Resistance. Nope. Cool. It's taking 39 points of damage.
Oof. Grr.
As you bite down and that glowing essence in your mouth is there, you seem to grab it, and as you pull away, you don't seem to actually bite the scales of the dragon. You bite into the shadow stuff and rip a chunk of it away, and it just gets obliterated in the light, and there's this like shimmering green scales which slowly start turning black as the shadow creeps around and re-knits over it.
I told you.
Little
Don't you
tiny
mean,
hands just like...
Right.
All right. Cool. Do you want to get one attack with this thing?
Yes.
It has multi-attack, but the second attack is a tail attack that must be, in the rules, at a different target. If I was gonna, be asking for more damage, I would point out that it's a very large target, and
Yeah.
mechanically, the reason you could see why is because it can't attack two
It
small
isn't-
things with one tail.
It
Yeah,
is in
so-
fact colossal.
Yeah.
So what I would say is this turn, Dom had to stand up and move across. Any turn where he can use movement, I'll have to bite, turn, swing, turn back.
Like it. Good call.
So, do you want to use your bonus action anyway, Dom? Help Tig with the Feywild thing, or just want to contemplate existence as T-Rex?
I think I'm
Don't
I'm definitely just contemplating existence as a T-Rex. I don't have the mental capacity to be able to figure out what the hell Tig is doing at this point.
Okay.
You don't really even have the mental capacity of Tig.
That's a big
I think
lizardy,
he's smarter
scaly
than Tig.
thing. I'm a big lizardy, scaly thing. Can I eat it? Probably.
I'm so glad you
Okay.
didn't say anything else.
Tig, your turn.
Okay. Since I was flung all the way over here, I'm gonna fly back over here. That area that I punched on its hip, where I felt the scales sort of crunch and I felt that fleshy depth, I would like to pretty much Superman fly in to go and punch the shit out of that again. And I would like to try and like embed my arm into it a bit.
Yep, so you want to use the mithril fingertips just to stab in.
Oh yeah.
All right, make your attack roll.
Big old chunk.
Reckless attack.
Ah,
Yep,
29.
and your second attack, so you get 2.
Come on. Take arm.
27. Okay,
27.
so for a total of fucking heaps, 36
4.
plus 30 is 66 points of damage.
Oof.
That'll do.
Stabbing again. You are now sort of like almost to the elbow in this like flesh, but it's like it smells awful and it feels like pussy and tarry as you rip your arm out. It's not normal blood. Something is affecting this creature. Fucking 66. Nice.
Okay.
Make your wisdom check again. You're realizing now as well that you can't do this alone. That you need help. This is
Okay. I will free action call out to Felix and Valiste. Help take Paul Feywild! And I will roll again, hoping that they will assist me in some way.
have to wait their turn. So,
Sort of.
what, Josh, you're pressing
I'm
button.
sorry, I just wanted to read the fucking rules to it. I didn't want to cast it. Sorry.
Let's go. Felix, your turn, buddy.
Alrighty. I'm gonna make a single attack at the dragon using Storm's Caress.
Yep.
While also using Green Blade if it hits.
Yep, you'll also get to add your
Yes.
cool hit. You also get to add your sneak attack because it's flanked by many creatures.
Yeah, it
So
is.
that's, oh my god. Okay, calm down. 50, 58, 64.
4.
Yes, almost as much as Tig's 2 attacks.
Nice. That's what rogues do.
It is.
Rogues do it from behind.
And then-
Anyways.
With a sword.
And then taking on Tig's request, I would like to try and channel my wisdom to help her bring the Feywild through.
Okay. Make a wisdom check. Okay. Okay, what is 16 for 17? That'll be it. Okay. So it is now truly pissed off. All right.
Oh, weird.
It is going to use its legendary action to use wing attack once again. So everyone needs to make a DC 23 dexterity save or be knocked prone.
Jesus.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, I need to roll it out 20. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, it's a
You've
saving
got-
throw? I don't get advantage, do I?
Don't think so. I don't
I
know.
will use my reroll
Yep.
to take that 29 because I can only roll it once, so I get the 2.
Not
If I
quite
think-
how it works. You have to
Alright.
actually hit the reroll button.
All right. That's the first crit I've rolled, and it didn't count. Right?
Oh
It's
my
a shame.
god.
It's a shame. But you have been very helpful this fight.
Oh,
Do you
for
have any of those
fuck's sake.
D4 boosters to use?
No. No, I just get hit.
I thought you had a little thing next to you on the screen. Does someone want to tell me if he has a D4 booster or not?
I may have from way back.
on the.
You do.
Yes, you have a D4, so you can roll a D4.
All right. Well, let's roll a D4 and get a 4. 3. Yeah, 22.
Close, not quite.
Yeah.
So you are knocked prone. You take 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
Felix also takes 15 points of damage. Tig also takes 15 points of damage.
Hold on, I rolled a 29.
You take.
I take no damage because I also have evasion.
Oh, I see. You must make a save or be knocked prone and take the damage. So if you pass, you just don't take anything.
Oh,
So Tig and Valistay are on their asses and knocked prone and taking the damage.
Yeah.
As am I.
Fucking T-Rex.
I mean,
right. It's also going to move half its speed straight up.
Sure.
Oh.
So it is now 40 feet in the air. And it is going to, in its turn. What was that?
Opportunity attacks?
Yeah.
Sure. People on the ground are going at disadvantage.
Yeah. Way ahead of you.
Alrighty.
Reese, calm the fuck
16.
down. All right. So we've got a 7 plus 8 for a number, 15. We have fucking nothing from Tig. We have 13 points from Valistay. So a total of 28 points of damage, which it does not appreciate. It is going to fly up, grab on to the Tyrannosaurus's head, and all of its attacks against the glowing death beam that is its face and throat.
Sure.
So you
That's
get
the point.
2 claw attacks and a bite attack at you.
Okay.
What is your AC in that creature?
13.
Ooh, you take 31 points of damage, followed by 24 points of damage,
Whoa, hold on.
followed by
31, followed by 24.
24. Yep, followed by 50.
Followed by 50. I'm still a T-Rex.
Yeah.
I'm just a T-Rex with 16 hit points.
So is it just like savages you? And is going to once again attempt to get its freaking breath weapon back so I can actually finish this fight. Fuck me. Okay, cool. Why can't my monsters do the things they want to do?
Oh,
Right.
look, mate, we're all rolling shit. Never mind, hey?
Yeah.
You can use it as your vicious mockery next turn if you want. Right, it is now Valistay's.
Yeah, it is. Valistay stands back up again, dusts himself off, and he's gonna. Oh, well, I can't reach him now. He's 40 feet in the air.
That's correct.
So I suppose I'm going to have to 7th level cast a synaptic static.
Why? All right,
Um,
go for it.
The alternate option is disintegrate, but I believe that's a save, and I don't want you making saves because you can just auto pass them. So yeah, 7th level synaptic static I think is what will happen, which is really just a synaptic static. I just added 5th level spell slots. So there you go. That's what happens. Happened in the little while before. We just do it again. There it is.
Val did take damage and would need to make a concentration check on the T-Rex.
Oh, I do apologise. Yes, so 15. What's the con save is 15? Is it?
Half the damage, so
Half, is it half the damage or 10? Or is it just always half
or
the
10,
damage?
whatever's lower, or whatever's higher.
So DC 10 concentration check. You pass.
Yeah, amazing. Mind you, I did need a 10. And the other roll, let's be honest, was a 1. You're still a T-Rex with 16 hit points as opposed to being a Dominic with... Honestly, it would have been better because then I could have just turned you into a T-Rex again.
All right.
Yep.
It will... Another legendary resistance to get rid of that. And you
All
can...
them gone. Okay. Take some damage. Boop.
Thick. Right. So this is what you see. It falls down. That staticky, like you kind of see that its head's like crackling with psychic energy playing across its head down its body. And you see the shadowy essence sort of move away from it and become thin, and string starts to open up. And you can see its green shimmering scales of a large chromatic dragon underneath. The inky black starts to unravel and strands whip into the air, just rending reality apart with the power of them as they just flung about. The dragon with the dark forest green scales starts to swell, and the last chains of shadow snap audibly. The writhing mass of darkness pulls under it and like moves off to the side and starts like quivering and trying to approach it. The dragon moves down and roars very, very loudly, just a ungodly shriek at it, and the inky blackness flattens out to a pool and it just zips off quicksilver fast deeper into the shadow plane. It's like sentient shadow.
Right.
However,
When it leaves, can I make an opportunity attack against it?
wait one. As I just do this.
So I really want to feed that shadow thing to my blade.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Do it, do it, do it.
Tasty shadow dinner.
No.
I was worried. I thought it wasn't big enough. There we go. That's much better.
So the green
Even my
dragon
final form.
continues to swell with power. It's a lot more sinuous, not quite as big. It's like the shadow power that had like beefed it up had also been suppressing and draining this green dragon and feeding it directly just to the shadow plane, helping expand the border. So the green dragon is there. However, in saying that, you can now hear behind you the sounds of birds, and this warm wind hits your back as Kononos is striding in this like V of green, as Tig and Felix have just cut a path through the shadow plane, drawing the Feywild in with their willpower as he stands there, unlimbered as a bow. And you all hear this booming voice in your mind as the big bestial form of Kononos like, "Get clear!" What would you like to do, everyone, before the dragon's turn again?
I would like to get clear.
I'm going to use my haste action to dis-fucking-gage.
Yep.
Just to be clear, this dragon is getting bigger.
Yep. It also has
Okay.
almost double the last one. Just to
It has
give you an
what,
idea
sorry?
of its, to give you an idea of its scale and power, because your characters would feel it, but it might not be coming across properly in just the game. It has almost double the hit points of the previous dragon.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna tree stride this way.
Seek.
I'm gonna use my
This way.
bonus cunning action to disengage, and then movement and action to dash, and just run 60 feet like this way. I think that's 65, 10, 15, 20.
So Tig runs towards the tree and just watches the bark wrenches open. She dives through and steps out of another tree some way away. Felix just bolts past as you exit.
I triple double backflip out of there.
Dominic, you're a T-Rex.
And there is no greater predator than a T-Rex in the jungle.
Sure.
This is not a jungle.
I'm fighting a dragon.
Oh, shit.
Sure.
I'm not smart. A, I don't understand Kronos. I'm a T-Rex. B, I don't have the mental capacity to understand him.
One second. To move you so I can get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T-Rex is still locked in combat.
All right, cool. So in your turn, would you like to make attacks? And also, Valiste, what are you doing?
I Blessing of the Raven Queen the fuck out of there, which is essentially Misty Step as far as I can, and then I use my remaining haste action to dash, and my movement to get 90 feet away from the bastard.
So would you like to be over next to Tig and Felix, kind of like right between them? Oh,
My thinking was to actually not be in the same direction as them, but that's actually probably more sensible, come to think of it. I would like to be at the top of the map, say about here.
Yep. So if you run the other way towards the edge of the map where you're going, that's where Kernos is coming. So you're between the hunter and its prey.
Oh, that's not a great idea. Yeah, I want to go to a sort of move laterally away from it. So I don't want to be standing near my mates, but I also don't want to be standing near the dragon or Kernos.
Okay.
And as I run for a free action, I shout, "Book it, run, mate, run!"
Yeah.
Yeah, way ahead of me.
Oh.
Cool. T-Rex, do your thing.
I miss. I guess I'm not moving, so I also tail.
Turn and whip into the sky.
I also miss.
Okay. It sees you and because it had sort of like landed again, it is going to spin about to face Kernos, who is drawing the bow, and you can all feel this like building of energy, and the sunlight in your jaw, in your throat, starts to just like illuminate the dragon as it grows. Kernos seems to be drawing on that natural light and energy.
Oh.
So, 1 second as I see just how much damage this thing's going to do to you.
Somewhat of a plan I had before I became a T-Rex.
All right.
Yeah.
He's going to spin about and tail swipe you as he's turning to look at Kernos.
That'll probably just knock you
But
down.
29 to hit and 28 bludgeoning damage as he just lays the pimp hand down on the T-Rex as he spins about.
Over. The T-Rex goes flying backwards, turning into a Dominic.
There you
Cool.
go.
I will replace you down. One moment. GM layer? GM. There we go. Layer. Token layer. There you go, buddy. You're now a token again. Cool. You watch as the dragon turns and bounds towards Kernos. He lets loose one big ballista bolt sized arrow, which hits it in the chest. The dragon keeps going and just pounces on Kernos, tumbling away. The Feywild, sort of these trees grow up and swell, and the land starts to swell and die. The sun rises and fall, but only in this V. Everywhere the shadow plane is still dark, but you can see the sky just as sun, moon, very fast. They're battling for control over it before these trees just start melting and bubbling as this just pool of acid spreads out, and standing over Kernos, more open, just letting loose a huge gout of acid, is this dragon. It turns and looks at all of you. And Valiste, you feel in your mind, "Thank you, child, for releasing me. I'll be seeing you all again soon." And it leaps into the air, opens its wings, and then soars off towards the portal you came through from.
Well, look.
Yay, you
We
won
did what
combat.
we were asked to do.
You did.
Not our fault that it was a stupid thing to do.
So is Kernos
What could
just a
possibly
puddle
go
of
wrong?
acid right
Is
now?
Kernos all right?
He sort of sits there, and you see his form roll over, and he's like crawling towards the edge. He's messed up, but he's not dead. He is a demigod.
Can I go and help the guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna run over and help him.
I'm gonna lay on my back. and stare up at the clouds. in
You
a
know
lot
what?
of pain.
I might actually go help Dominic.
So Valistay and Tig, we can go back to away from the combat screen now for a while, I think. Go and like, hey, Colonel's buddy, like pull him out the acid, make sure he's okay. Horrific burns across him. One eye is like melted shut. He's not looking good. And over your shoulders, you can just see, not in the Feywild, in the shadow, it's just Dom and Felix laying on their backs looking at the sky.
I think
I turn Kernanos into a T-Rex. No, I kid. If he wants to feel better. Sorry, Tig, you go for it.
I think after having pulled Kernanos out of the acid, just make sure he's not like drowning in a pool of it anymore. I'm gonna run over to Dominic to see how he's doing. So who's over there? It's Dominic and
And Felix, yeah.
Dominic and Felix. Okay. How are you guys both looking? Dominic's obviously looking fucked up.
I did not get hit once during that battle.
I know.
Lucky son. Okay, you can walk then. And I'm gonna
Star jumps, just doing star jumps.
I say to Kernanos, well, on the plus side, it's not destroying bits of the Feywild anymore. We all good? You okay?
And as he sort of like crawls out and you've sort of pulled him out, he just shrinks down, coughing and spluttering into his more like Eladrin form. And the green hair is just falling out in clumps from like burnt acid burnt scalp. And he leans on his spear, stands up. Thank you. I knew there was something wrong with that creature, but I didn't realize. It seemed maybe the shadow was its prison.
Yeah.
He sort of like, he just trails off and he seems very concerned and worried for what he's asked you to unleash.
Yeah. I say to him, yeah, what's the over-under on that's going back to the material plane to really fuck shit up?
To be honest, I think that is possibly I think it's one of the heads of Tiamat. And one was released centuries ago, and apart from its initial release, it's only caused minimal damage. We can only hope that they don't combine, work together.
No, that would be bad. Kernanos, mate, without wanting to be insensitive, this is our bad. Were I to, I don't know, make it my life's mission to hunt that fucker down, if I manage to, can I call on you?
I am greatly weakened in the material.
I see. Right.
I can grant you favor, but I understand you're bound to another, a lady.
Yeah. That's currently. But as you say, I am bound to her. Right. Goodo. I'm just going to go and regenerate my mate, unless you hate magic, right?
I'm not going to stop brave warriors from recuperating after battle against such a creature.
No, mate, I was offering to do it to you. I can do it to him tomorrow.
I have my own ways, and I can probably assist some of you as well. Not as much as I did the other day, but somewhat.
That would be appreciated, I think.
Other part of this is I feel I owe you payment. Why are you all here?
Let's. Can we go and make this a group chat? And I offer him a shoulder to lean on as we stagger overwards, because much like Felix, he took twice as many hits as I did, in that I took 2.
Slide into those DMs.
I put an arm around him and I sort of support him as he walks over to Dom, and I said, "We're all here for." As we walk, I say, "Yeah, we're all here for our own different reasons. I'm here taking this here stick to my lady. Believe Dom is looking for a vinyl solution of some sort, and Felix, his parent, and Tig is looking for a wife."
You seek the Queen of Secrets. If you're trying to find your father, do you know where they are, where they rest?
I can't say that I do.
It sounds like you all need the Queen of Ravens. Her library will contain all the knowledge you need, but it is a labyrinth. You will never find your way through without a guide.
Hey, Book, you still with us?
Psychopomps, Kenku, such as Book, might be able to help you find the door, but you'll need more to find your way through. Certain creatures know how to navigate these mazes. Other celestials or servants have been permitted to enter and may know certain paths.
Like what?
Like a minotaur.
Yes. Unfortunately, they were wiped out about 600 years ago.
That sounds like a fascinating story, and I would love it elaborated on at a later time.
If it's a minotaur you want, my brother may be able to help. Though he would be less than happy if he knows that I am the one that sent you.
I'm sensing there's quite a little bit of family tension there.
Yes, my brothers and I don't get along very well. There are 2 ways you could go about finding him. The first is traveling to his home, but it's a dangerous prospect due just to the sheer lethality of the abyss.
I mean, yeah.
Secondly, you can attempt to summon him, though magics of that power will ring like a bell throughout the plains and will most likely anger the judge and his servants.
Is your brother as kind as what you are? Like when we jumped through and used the spell and then we had that meeting and...
My brothers are very different to me. Each of us embodies the hunt, but in different ways. The one you seek is Lord of Labyrinths, the once Lord of Minotaurs, and the Lord of the Bloody Kill. Be wary when entreating Baphomet. While he too wants to explore the labyrinth, which has been denied to him, he may not be someone you wish to ally with.
I mean, I was just going to ask the lady. I have to have a chat with her about the stick anyway.
Yes, but you won't find her. Not inside the labyrinth. Not with that help.
Oh, she's in there as well.
So it's her home. It's her library. It's where she always is.
Okay. Sorry, that was more of a Josh. How did Valistay actually acquire this quest in the first place?
A priest asked you to take it,
Right.
if I remember correctly.
So he'd never actually met the Raven Queen.
No.
Right. Cool. Okay. I thought it would be a relatively simple matter. Stupid of me.
This is D&D, friend. Nothing is easy.
I was just like, oh, you get the stick. That'll be the hard part.
So, what I'm hearing is a quick little jaunt into the abyss to meet up with a demon lord and sway him to our side to guide us through a maze. That should be sheer walk in the old park, as Dominic kind of like tries to like get himself up and falls back over.
I mean, demigod, lord of all dragons, one head of Tiamat, next step up is a demon lord, really. I mean, you can only go upward. Sideways is not an option, really.
It seems your mission only gets harder from here.
Yeah. Great.
Wouldn't happen to have any family members that are like, you know,
Nice.
my sister's the queen of fairies and goody gumdrops, and she'll come to you, and she does house calls, and
Oh man, you don't want to deal with the Queen of Fairies. She is a real
No,
peach.
we have my brother Baphomet, the Minotaur King. The other's the Knoll King. Not any nicer than Baphomet, but at least Bath has some honor. My mother is the moon and my father the Feywild.
Complicated family.
A little,
get it.
yes.
Well, look, it's been a day.
that's one way to put it.
So, I suppose your advice is that we seek out Baphomet.
If you want someone that will also want to enter the labyrinth, which means he's going to be more amenable to working with you than some other random creature.
I mean, King of the Minotaurs for me, but it's been a long time since I've had to speak any of it, but...
You speak Minotaur.
Believe it or not, yeah. We grew up speaking it. It's, the Minotaur was a sacred creature of my people.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, right. You have a rich tapestry of a backstory, Dom. Gotta say.
Well, it's been around a few years.
Yeah, a few
Maybe got
500
backstory.
years.
Either way, you'll need to choose between approaching him as supplicant and potential allies, or subduing him and binding him to your will.
This
Look,
is
your
actually
brother sounds
Valistay
nice.
just sits there and just starts laughing. It's like, yeah, good one. Like it. Very funny. Oh.
I mean, as long as your brother's not gonna like turn on us or anything. You said he's got honor, right? So
He keeps his promises.
you say that so ominously. It fills me with so much. I'm sorry, I'm a bit giddy after fighting a dragon.
Ugh.
So
I can help you a little.
We can always ask nicely, and then when that goes awry, we can
Yeah, when?
what was the
Advice
term
on-
you used? Bend him to our will, I think.
I think that's what we got Tig for, really.
If you want to find him, you'll need some sort of lodestone. If you want to summon him, you'll need some anchor. We are bonded by blood and ideal, either one. I can help. And he sits there and takes a small vial from his hip and presses it against the still pained wound until it starts bleeding. and he fills just a little bit and hands it. Which one of you was the Arcanist?
Oh, shit. Probably me. I mean, Don Felix? Nah, fuck it.
You seem
I mean,
to have a lot more leaning towards the demon-based magics. That's
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
don't really want that messed around with my poisons, you know. That's just not
Okay,
a
all right.
fun time for me to sort out.
I have myself and my father. I have one other thing we can do to help you. And he closes his eyes, and this light green glow appears, and then it's like small shards of moonlight just start floating out through the air, catching the light from him and that like V that he's cut into the shadow plane.
Oh, let him
And
play with it.
Sure, you can go chase them if you want. They sort of float and just rest on your skin, and you see them like seep into any exposed skin you have. Tig, I feel, just runs in and then opens her arm and catches a bunch. They just stick to her.
Pretty
But
much.
you all gain a level.
Ooh. I
Shit.
feel emboldened.
Snap.
I cannot
Okay.
heal your bodies much, but I can fortify your souls.
Thanks, mate.
You what?
You're very welcome.
I also cast Regeneration on Dom. So over the next little while, you... Oh, hang on. There's a fairly serious... Oh, no. No, that's great. Yeah, over the next...
Yeah. Tell me more about this regeneration spell you
Over
speak
the next
of.
hour, you gain... you immediately regain 4d8 plus 15 hit points, and then every turn... and 1 hit point at the start of each of your turns. 10 hit points a minute for the next hour.
Jeez.
And does it remend broken collarbones?
That one, yes.
Regenerate. Yeah.
If any, yes, target severed body members, if any, are restored after 2 minutes. So I imagine a broken limb should be child's play.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what does this, using your shadow magics, what does this regeneration spell look like?
I did well. I mean, are we saying I'm a shadow magic? I am a bard.
I mean, whatever your magics are.
Well, I mean, if you're
I was
singing it.
like, for me, I don't think Valastay is a singer nor a musician. He says some very sort of meaningful things to you. He basically, I think it would be more of the form of sitting, because it takes a while. It takes a minute to cast. So he basically, when we've got a moment, he sits down next to you and he puts his arm onto your shoulder and he says, I was bloody impressed there, mate. That was some next level getting in the way and taking a hit for someone else. That was, I mean, you've probably been told this before, but you're a bloody hero.
Well, thanks. Not every day I try to get directly into the line of fire. I normally try to stand about 600 feet behind it.
Understood. Well, I got you covered, mate. And if shit ever gets real again, just give me the nod and I'll T-Rexify you again.
Well, I'm happy to have that in our back pocket, that's for sure.
So that interaction would be the spell.
So I guess you kind of distract me from even noticing that my arm is slowly resetting over the course.
As he's talking, his arms are like, you did well, friend.
Pat on the shoulder, pops it back in and was like, hey, you go, buddy. There you are. Calm down. It's all right.
You still have a golden bowstring wrapped around your arm too. So, as they're talking, Konanos approaches you, Tig. Young Tigaria.
Hello.
Why? How did this happen? And he points to your arm and chest where you've started like becoming wooden.
Oh, Tig know Magic Man, and Magic Man become greedy, like want lots of bad magic to be big and strong. And Bad Magic Man took away part of Tig. So Tig have arm, and Tig asked very nicely to help Tig be more like tree, because trees are good and protect people. So take arm and put here, and is now part of Tig. So Tig become tree.
Do you wish to be just more like a tree or the spirits of the forest?
Tig wished to be in nature. Tig wished to be nature and live like a tree for a long time.
Kronos calls out to the rest of you. How long do you think you need to heal? When will you be ready to move?
Even an hour?
I was.
I know you're fine. Yeah.
No, I was gonna suggest maybe. Could we get some sleep? How long have we been awake for?
It's been a day.
Well,
Yeah,
no, it's been much longer. And points to the gap where we saw the sun and moon go past a lot.
In fairness, it is now dark.
Days do not move normally here, not as you see it.
No, I am aware.
In the material way, it would have been close to 18 hours since you arrived. Time fluctuates depending on location.
That would explain why I'm fucking knackered.
Yes.
So 8. Push it to 10.
Allow for the sleep in. That's.
I mean, I need to
Crucial.
trance, but that's 4 max. But the others.
Take sleep anywhere.
Feeling a bit better. Even a little break would be okay with me. But this has been a pretty long day. If there's somewhere safe we can
Yeah.
make camp, I'm not gonna complain.
No.
I'd hate to fight 3 godly beings in one day.
Oh,
not
come
sure I've got
on.
another
Where's
one
your
in me.
sense of adventure?
Well, if you 3 are happy to make camp somewhere, I'd like to take young Tigariel. For a few hours, I think I could help her with her wish.
You'd have to ask the lady, but I'm all right with it.
Yeah.
We're not.
You'll see Tig sort of just almost start crying. You've never quite seen her this emotional. She's sort of.
He moves up to you and becomes face to face, pulls your chin up, make sure you're okay. Come, princess.
Be careful,
he-
Tig. Gods aren't always to be trusted.
He holds out a hand to you.
I'll put my normal hand out to it. It's Tig is home. Tig is safe here. I'll be back.
Walk
See you
with
later,
me.
Tig.
Bye, Tig.
Walk with me in the light, Tig. I'll make you big and strong.
Tig, go for a walk.
Tig, go for a walk. And as they walk into this cut that you've made, they Tig just starts glowing and glowing till she disappears behind some trees, and we will leave her for a few hours. What are the rest of you guys doing? You guys gonna strategize, make plans, make camp?
Make
Gonna
camp.
make camp for sure.
Probably
I
chill out.
Guess in the shadow realm.
I may have a solution for that. Someone's
Do
tiny
tell.
hut.
All
I
right.
forget whose tiny hut, but it's a tiny
Lehman's, I
hut.
believe.
Lehman's tiny hut.
There you go. Yeah. It's just called Tiny Hut in my book. Yeah.
As you start casting it, you hear the little hopping noise, and
Book.
and Book's like, Book,
You right there, Book?
nah.
Why not? What's wrong?
Make an insight check.
He's sad.
Book doesn't seem to be having the best day, certainly. Look. I'll use my last reroll on that one, I think. No, I won't. Yeah, 13. If I can't figure it out from a 2.
Man, 13 is still pretty good. So he looks at you and he's like, his eyes like all big and wet and they seem to be like welling up. And as much as a little black chubby bird can look ashamed, it is.
Oh.
Oh.
What's wrong, Book? Yeah, you didn't Welsh on us there at all. You got Kernanos. That's what we needed.
Dragon.
Yeah, well,
And then he like points the way he ran and then just like hangs his head low.
it's like, mate, if my feet hadn't been, what is in that? The dragon went.
I
that
think
way.
the dragon's headed in the book. Has the dragon headed in the direction of your?
Nah.
Oh.
No, I think he's just embarrassed because he ran away.
Oh, don't be embarrassed, Book. I was running away as well.
Yeah, mate, if I could have, if my feet would have let me, or if I hadn't been in base contact with the dragon and mechanically it would have attacked me if I'd run away, I would have done so too. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I mean, I blacked out like half that fight, so.
Yeah, no, he doesn't even remember half of it. He probably didn't even see you run, neither did I. But you got Kernanos, and that's what we asked you to do. You were a valid and important member of the team there, Book, and you're a good on you, mate. Well done.
Are you sitting down?
Sure.
You sort of, you know, when birds like sit down, like body plops out and they like sink their head into it.
Yeah.
He sort of like sits next to you, like you feel the plumage like against you. It's like moves up and just starts sinking in. And his little beak clatters a few times, turns aside, and it sort of like rests a little bit against you. And he like moves his hand into his little waistcoat thing and pulls out a button and puts it like on your knee. And then just like sits there quietly.
He brought you a present.
Is it a shiny button?
It is a shiny button.
Yeah, I thought it might be. And I say, oh, mate, that's very kind of you. Thank you. I'll just look through my pack. Carry on without me while I search my pack and see if I've got anything shiny to give him in return.
Okay.
Where is my equipment?
So, what are the rest of you doing? The other two that aren't either playing with a bird or playing with a tree god.
Oh, I can't
You say it
remember
like
what
I've got the
that
worst
is.
option.
Oh my god.
I'll probably be, sort of setting up like a campfire and just like making like a general camp area.
Yeah, I mean, nothing comes with tiny hut. It's just like the shimmering wall.
It's just it's a ball, and the interior is dimly lit.
Yeah, so I think Dom would basically throw out a bedroll, and then more or less collapse into it and just be like, "Oh fuck me, what a day!"
Off your pop, mate.
As you're like, fuck me, what a day. Book's little head like looks up, like nods at you, and settles back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cannot find any particular equipment or anything, so I will just take his gift in the spirit in which it was intended.
he sort of seems a bit happy that you sort of like accept him a bit, and just settles down for the night. If you guys aren't going to make any more plans on what you want to do with this whole Baphomet scenario, you can just sort of take turns with watch and have the night.
I say to the others, I'm like, Felix, do you want to take the first or shall I? I'm happy to.
Well, considering how healthy I am, I'm willing to take the first watch.
Well, you take the first, mate. I'll get the second. Let's let Dom have a full night.
Oh, yes. 100%.
Dom is already asleep.
Yeah, he's down.
Like he is basically just collapsed
snore.
and eyes rolled back into his head. Like,
I say to him, look, given our general complete lack of knowledge about what we're going to do, we'll wait until Tig gets back, I think, before we... basically, we're going to need to ask Kernanos a couple more questions, I think, on how to access. Well, I've got a vial of blood, which is great. Love it. Super stoked.
Be honest. Be honest with me. Not the weirdest present that you have received.
Like, it's my second favorite present today.
Yeah. In fact, I remember someone giving you a vial of blood years ago.
Oh, yeah. Is there any creatures around at all?
In the Borderlands, no, it seems to be completely silent. It's like the dragon drove everything off for miles.
Yeah, right.
Even like you've heard and you know as a Shadow Plane resident that the place is usually littered with like ghosts and stuff, and it's just nothing. Empty.
Yeah, right.
good to know.
Cool. Not that anything can get into the hut anyway. Yeah, cool. All right. I cross my legs in trance next to my good friend Book.
Okay.
New best friend.
All right.
Oh, look, Felix is right there. I wouldn't go like... I don't have a lot of close friends, really. Book has radically increased the number of them. Let's put it that way.
Aww.
As Book sort of, as you start the trance and the place is very cold, he sort of like, after about 10 minutes, he gets up. He finds where he's dropped his little pack. He takes it out. He gets his bedroll out and so puts it around your shoulders and then just sits there quietly next to you and just falls asleep where he was. And I think we'll end the session there with you guys, just going through watch against next morning. Book and Valiste cuddling in the hut, and everyone else just more or less getting a good night's sleep.
Sure.
Everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it turned out much better and worse than I thought it would. We survived. We also unleashed the head of Baphomet. Look, of Tiamat. Look, there are worse days.
That's a problem for the mortal plane
Yeah.
to deal with.
This is
It's
at most future Valistate's problem, and fuck that guy.
I really want to get a t-shirt for the merch store, right? Which is just Book going, yeah. Like, just like a little chibi Book on a shirt.
I will wear that. I will wear that so much.
So, anyways, yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed tonight. It was a very quiet, sort of nice ending, which hasn't happened in a campaign of mine for about 6 years.
Yeah. I can attest to that.
She can. But I hope you guys had fun. Big combat followed by interesting end. That was
that for sure.
Look, the thing is, right, I had planned it to go from Shadow Dragon to head of Tiamat from the start. If you hadn't got Kernanos there, you guys would have most likely been the targets. But as it was like, ooh, and pounced on him.
Ooh, scapegoat.
Yeah. So that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you guys happy with what you learned tonight about the different characters and what's going on around the place?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very very interesting seeing how like everything's sort of unfolding and stuff like that. So
cool. Okay.
I'm
I'm
really
liking-
excited to meet a Minotaur Lord.
Oh yeah, I'm liking getting glimpses into
Demon Lord?
everybody's backstory a little bit as we go along as well, like things I didn't know even. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
cute.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it, chat. It's been great to see you scroll past at the corner of my eye. Thank you all very much for coming past and then coming past again after we went down. I really appreciate that. So big old thumbs up for that. I'm gonna pass it off to the players to do their goodbyes now. So we'll start with Reese.
All right. Once again, my name's Reese. I work with a online group called Nerds of the West. We live stream and record ourselves playing board games, playing video games, stuff like that. Feel free to follow us here on Twitch. Feel free to come over to our YouTube, follow us there. And tomorrow morning, we're doing a live stream. I can't remember what we're playing because I'm not going to be there, but the others will be. So, yeah, I think that's it for me.
Okay. Next along, we have Asian number 1. He's muted.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Agent number 1. I've been playing Dominic tonight, this morning, depending on where you are in the world. I'm also part of the Wonders and Blunders crew down below, a podcast group out of Canada that does a fun horror comedy family vibe, where I play as a giant lizard barbarian and also do all the music and sound effects. Also, in more pressingly recent news, I guess, is that I'm going to be DMing a game on this channel tonight/tomorrow morning, depending again on where you are in the world. And I'm really excited for it. It's called the Ruffians. We've got 4 new players to the channel, I think. Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we've seen Mike once before when we did the
got a little guest spot.
thing. By the way, guys, so our command's not working for whatever reason, probably because we crashed out before. So what I get you guys to do is make sure you're throwing in your own links into the chat. So, you know, if you want to drop in the Nerds of the West stuff there, Reese, and then you can do the Wonders and Blunders. So, yeah, cool.
So check me out on a podcast. Check me out here Mondays. Check me out here Fridays. Check me out here also Fridays or Saturdays, depending on what world you live in. This was great tonight. I'm shocked I didn't die. I'm blown away. I completely resigned myself to death halfway through that session. I was just like, well.
It's like, shit, here we go again.
It's not like I didn't try to lay down some fucking damage on you guys. I did forget. I do use 2 out of 3 legendary actions every round. It's just that when you guys hit, you hit real hard. You're taking off like about 1/8 of the health every time you actually landed an attack. So it kind of really hurt. Well, yeah, but you also turn someone into a fucking T-Rex.
That's the
Totally worth it.
So yeah, and some of you just take so much damage. So yeah.
And some of us are hard to hit.
And some of us are hard to hit, yeah.
So anyways, continuing on, Showgrill.
Hi guys, I am Showgrill. I played your lovely barbarian Tig tonight. I just chucked my Twitch and my Instagram there in the chat for you guys, as we would normally pop that up with the commands every week. So you can find me at those ones there, or you can pretty much find me here every Friday night at 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m., isn't it? AWST. Or on Fridays, or you can find me here on Monday nights as well at 9 p.m. AWST for the Warhammer game where I play your French Bretonian damsel Mercedes Dumont. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me today. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Monday.
And last and certainly not least, which you can't see on stream, but I can see in chat, he's the gun show, Josh the Pirate.
I never made that claim. This is all about, that's what the shirt says. I want to be super clear about that. Hi guys, I'm Josh the Pirate. I am a voice actor out of Perth, WA. I'm one half of a comedy puppetry duo. And I also play Scan Felspar in There Be Dragons. And you can find that at therebedragonscast.com. With some wonderful artwork and our 14 episodes so far. Ep 14 dropped a couple of days ago. It's very exciting. We fight a giant bird. No spoilers. Yeah, it was great fun this evening. I'm really enjoying the first time I've played a character over level 13. It's fucking scary. Yeah, see you next week at Friday, where I will be here again.
Right, and before I do my bit, Moronor, no, so they carry over. The things used with platinum points are usually just for the session. You can get X amount per session. At least that's how I run it. Other DMs on the channel do it slightly differently. But the things you use bits for stay above the panels, and they'll be there next week. They get to hold on to them. So yes, hi, my name is Nova, or Nova1. I am the DM for tonight, and in a few weeks I'll be returning to DM on Monday night. You can find me here occasionally. I stream on my own channel, which you can just find by clicking my name in the chat. So yeah, you can do that if you want to.
That works.
If you really want to, you'll follow it. But yeah, tonight's been great. Again, check out our stuff down below for Twitter and YouTube and whatnot. Pretty soon, I'm going to have the back episodes of this up on YouTube. I am working on the back episodes of Empire of Darkness. We've got one more coming out Tuesday, and I got to edit a bunch. But yeah, they're going up pretty soon. And we have a merch store now, so go check that out if you want to see some cool stuff with our logos and whatnot. We appreciate it. The way to support us. Yeah, so just thank you guys so much. And producer Veg, come take us away for a raid.
Oh, he'll probably bring it up.
I am here, so long as shit's not broken.
Yes, you're fine. We can hear you just fine.
Fantastic. That's good news.
Don't
Hey
look
guys,
behind the curtain.
never look behind the curtain. Thank you so much for sticking around, particularly with my technical issues, which seems to only ever plague Nova's games for some dramatic reason. The internet just hates you. I don't know what it is.
All of the Australian internet.
All the Australian internet, yeah. I want to bring up the fact that we hit 700 followers, which is just fucking absolutely intense. My chatbot broke.
Fuck. Cool.
Yeah, 710 from
Yeah,
the
we're
stream.
so close. Oh my god.
It is
Going up so fast.
ridiculous how quickly we have been growing, and I attribute that to all the amazing people working with the amazing content that we're putting out there, and of course to the people that are watching, because you guys are the people that are following. It makes a lot of sense. But I digress. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's stream, and I need to go to bed so that I'm ready to do that and to make sure that everything is top notch for Agent when he does his first time DM in here.
I'm so excited.
Right? Oh man, I can't wait. So we're gonna love you and leave you, but of course we always ask you to pass across the love and carry it over to someone else. And at the moment, I can see one person who I think we should definitely go raid. That is Grizzly Gaming. Yeah, of course. The champion himself, doing an up late. I have a feeling his kids are at the grandparents. So we'll... Oh, hang on. He has just finished.
Oh my god, no!
We missed
Oh, there he goes.
We missed Grizz.
Oh.
Who else have we got?
We got Tyrannin is up, or we could go to the D&D channel.
Let's do Tyrannin. We haven't done Tyrannin in a while.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he is a friend of friends on the stream.
He's a friend of 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 everybody.
Yeah, that's true. If you're in Perth, everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
It's Perth, and he's playing Hearthstone, which is kind of on.
Tangentially, you kind of get the World of Warcraft, it's an RPG.
It's a small wave. Yeah. Yeah, we'll raid Tyrannin, so you guys go into Tyrannin's chat, abuse his terrible plays in Hearthstone. Show some love to the man, because he is a lovely dude. Post up your favorite raid emotes, or if you got them, your roll for damage raid emote, which you can get for subscribing to the channel, along with rad badges. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Alright, so bye guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for all the love.